More traffic police for Lucea, says Chang. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says more police are to be placed within the congested town of Lucea in Hanover to assist with the flow of traffic. So I expect to see a difference going forward. I've been tracking that on a daily basis. I expect an additional team of police officers down here, which will make a difference, stated Chang. The minister was responding to queries from reporters during a media interview in St. James over the weekend, congestion in the small western Jamaica town. Last December, the National Works Agency converted the Willie DeLister Boulevard in the town from a one-way into a two-way route. This assisted in alleviating the traffic jam leading in and out of the town, but only for a short period, as increased vehicles on the roadway and poor road conditions have led to, in some cases, 1-mile-long line in traffic. Chang, who is also the Deputy Prime Minister, argued that there is a rapid need for a long-term solution. We're going to have to proceed pretty quickly to find a route around Lucea, whether we do a road around Lucea or we build a bridge across the sea. One way or another, we'll have to find a way, stated Chang, who noted that the town is, as you know, a small bay surrounded by Lucea Harbour and it's difficult to get there. Chang explained that the small coastal town has expanded commercially while being surrounded by two large hotels. Their Lucea has become more commercialized in the sense that they have expanded the town. The commercial activities have increased. You have a large hotel, Grand Palladium, and on one side, and then on the other, you have Princess Hotels and Resorts open on the Green Island side. So people, the experts, are designing a better route around Lucea, argued Chang. Until then, we're going to put the more police officers on the road and keep the traffic flowing, and we are keeping the road in Lucea in good repair as well, added the Deputy Prime Minister. Similarly to Lucea, there are a long line of traffic leading in and out of the town of Hopewell, also in Hanover. On December 12, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness pointed to the need for the construction of a bypass for Lucea and Hopewell. Holness, who was addressing the official opening for Princess Hotels and Resorts, the operators of Princess Sense, the Mangrove, an adult-only property, and Princess Grant Jamaica, a family property in Green Island, said the plans and alignment for the bypass are in place and allocations will be made available in the next budget to start the project. 4 years ago, I committed that we would do the Montego Bay Perimeter Road and the Long Hill Bypass. Both of them are now in progress, on schedule, and will finish on time for the Jamaican people to benefit. As soon as that is done, the bypass will be done here in Hanover, argued Holness. Meanwhile, the Hanover Municipal Corporation has announced that vending the Grand Market will only be allowed on Hanover Street and Miles Drive in the town of Lucea. KSAMC hits a snag in Charlemont Drive complex. An inspection at a single apartment in St. Andrew Housing Development that was the subject of an Integrity Commission IC investigation a year ago has confirmed several building permit violations, but the municipal authority is facing a challenge in examining the entire complex. The inspection was conducted by the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation as part of an investigation it promised in January, following the tabling of an IC report citing several breaches and the expiry of the time allowed for prosecutorial action. The apartments were constructed by ex-public official Dr. Mark Barnett and his wife Annette, a developer, Philip Smith. The probe was announced amid a firestorm of criticism following the release of a report by the IC, which first uncovers the permit violations at the apartment complex and the failure by authorities to file criminal charges against the developers before the statute of limitations expired. The apartment inspected by the city chief engineering officer and a theme from the KSAMC remains in the ownership of the developers and was the only one they got access to, according to Robert Hill, CEO of KSAMC. The dates of the inspections were not disclosed, but the municipal authority told reporters that during 2 site visits, the team found that there were unapproved alterations done to the internal structures which did not, in any way, form part of the original approval granted by KSAMC. He did not disclose details. Consequently, it is of the view that the chief engineer that the other units ought to be investigated to ascertain if similar breaches exist, Hill disclosed on Friday in response to questions submitted by journalists. But he said this is proving to be a challenge as the units are now individually owned and permission would have to be granted by each owner for inspections to be conducted. Nonetheless, we are seeking legal advice on this next step as it is a critical part of the progress of this investigation, he stated. The report by the IC revealed that the regulatory body, the National Environment and Planning Agency (NEPA), issued building, planning and environmental permits to the Barnetts on August 13, 2019 for the construction of two 3-story blocks consisting of 12 one-bedroom units at Charlemont Drive in Hope Pasture, St. Andrew. The developers were also granted a building permit by the KSAMC the following day. However, IC Director of Investigations Kevin Stevenson concluded in a 90-page report made public in October 2023 that the completed development consists of 6 two-bedroom units and 6 three-bedroom units in breach of the permits issued. Evidence collected by investigators and reviewed by prosecutors revealed that NEPA was aware of the breaches from late 2020 when they were initially flagged by a building inspector. In January, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions (ODPP), the country's prosecutorial authority, noted that the allegations of irregularities made against Dr. Barnett, then president of the state-owned NWC, and his wife, support the laying of criminal charges against them. However, it said authorities were out of time to lay criminal charges. It explained that Section 37 of the NRCA Act blocks the prosecution of any breaches under the legislation after the lapse of 12 months from the alleged breach. JPS ramps up street light repairs for festive season. The Jamaica Public Service Company JPS is reporting that its teams have escalated streetlight repairs across Jamaica to ensure the community public benefits from improved lighting during the festive season. JPS says the focus effort, which commenced some 3 weeks ago, will see almost 5,000 streetlights being repaired. It says this undertaking aims to enhance safety and help foster the holiday spirit for the general public. Senior Vice President of Energy Delivery at JPS, Clint Jarrett, reiterated the company's position in working with local authorities to ensure improved illumination island-wide. We have been working closely with stakeholders, including the municipalities, to ensure that towns are especially well lit during the festive season, he stated. Streetlight repairs are part of JPS year-round maintenance activities. However, our repair schedule was disrupted by the passage of Hurricane Beryl and further hampered by the fact that several lights were impacted in the hardest hit areas. A few of the thoroughfares already completed include Chapelton to Frankfield in Clarendon, the Fair Prospect Main Road in Portland, Jose Marti to Windsor Heights in St. Catherine, and the Palisades Strip, a popular route for Kingstonians celebrating New Year's Eve by viewing fireworks along the Kingston Harbor. The utility company says it has also been collaborating with the National Works Agency (NWA) to facilitate repairs of streetlights owned by the government entity, with works being done on the Bogue Road and Elegant Corridor, which runs from the roundabout at the Sangster International Airport to the Iberia Star Hotel in Montego Bay, St. James. Addressing factors contributing to non-working streetlights, Orlando McCoy, Director of Transmission and Distribution Asset Management at JPS, cited theft and motor vehicle accidents as two of the major reasons. The number one challenge the company contends with is the theft of electricity fixtures. Streetlights along the Palisades Strip in Kingston, the Dyke Road and Hellshire Main Road in St. Catherine, and the Chesterfield Stretch in St. Andrew have been replaced several times over because of criminal elements stealing JPS properties, he explained. The company continues to appeal to residents and the authorities to play their part in reporting and bringing perpetrators to account for the major disruption caused by the actions of thieves. The company also listed motor vehicle accidents as a major contributor to the damage of street lights and has called for greater caution along the roadways to prevent inconvenience to customers, particularly during the Christmas season when there is usually a spike in accidents. JPS says while most corridors will see an improvement in illumination for 2024, works will continue throughout the first quarter of 2025. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.